good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, right on schedule, just as I and many predicted, former unified lightweight world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez, who is now 16 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 12 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, 5'8" with a 69-inch arm reach. Teofimo Lopez shockingly lost to Australian star boxer who was his IBF mandatory challenger in George Kambosos Jr., who defeated Teofimo Lopez majority decision to collect all of Teofimo Lopez's belts this past Saturday. Now, ahead of this fight, you started to hear rumbles and you started to hear reports and rumors that Teofimo Lopez had suffered an injury ahead of the fight. Then you started to hear rumblings that Teofimo Lopez, well, he was struggling to make weight ahead of the fight. And so right on schedule, first his dad, father, trainer, and manager, Teofimo Lopez Sr., he stated that he thought that Teofimo Lopez, he won the fight handily. He said that he only found 2 to 3 rounds to give to George Kambosos Jr. He even gave George Kambosos Jr. the first round in which Teofimo Lopez was dropped in the round. Okay, a 10-8 round for George Kambosos. He thought that Teofimo Lopez won that round. Okay, so with that said, he stated that it was the fault of Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn and DAZN because they had it out for Teofimo Lopez, and he didn't get a fair shake when it came to the judges, thus the reason why Teofimo Lopez lost the fight. Then he stated that now we can't compare to Floyd Mayweather, legendary retired Hall of Famer, former 5-division world champion, former pound-for-pound king, Floyd Mayweather. We can't compare to Floyd Mayweather anymore because now we have this unjust loss on our resume and it will never be erased or overturned. And then he stated that we're moving up to junior welterweight 140 because we just stayed at this division for far too long and it started to take a toll on us. For 8 years, we campaigned at 135 and it started to take a toll on us. Well, now, right on schedule, on cue, as he states that Teofimo Lopez's goal was to be better than Floyd Mayweather. That was always their goal. That was always their plan. Okay? That was their bulletin board material. That was their motivation. And now that went out the window. Teofimo Lopez, he stated that he injured his elbow in sparring. This on the cusp of, this on the eve of, on the post eve of his longtime friend, Rolando Rolly Romero, who is the WBA interim lightweight champion and was pulled from his big showdown with 3-division world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis that was scheduled to take place this upcoming Sunday, December 5th, Los Angeles, California, Staples Center. Rolando Rolly Romero was pulled from the fight. And once Rolando Rolly Romero was pulled from the fight, he started to go on a tangent himself, as he always does. But in this case, he comes to Teofimo Lopez's defense, and he co-signs Teofimo Lopez injuring his elbow in sparring and said he witnessed it. Okay, so now they're saying Teofimo Lopez went into the fight with an injured elbow. First it's the judges, then it's the, it's Matchroom, it's Eddie Hearn. Then it turned into, now was the injury, and it was also the weight cut. That was the issue. Teofimo Lopez then deactivated his social media accounts, okay, because of the kickback that Teofimo Lopez was receiving. So he deactivated his social media accounts. And now, since then, I guess after receiving so much kickback and, Teofimo Lopez decided to reactivate his social media accounts. Now he put them back up. But initially, he took them down because a lot of people, they weren't happy that Teofimo Lopez was making up reasons and excuses why he lost this fight to George Kambosos Jr. Okay, Teofimo Lopez had no game plan. Teofimo Lopez came in the fight immediately just throwing heavy punches, looking to get a knockout, and he never altered from that game plan. He stayed with it throughout the 12 rounds, even though he got dropped, and he dropped Kambosos in the 10th round because Kambosos, he got sloppy in the 10th round, got too comfortable. Teofimo Lopez couldn't get away from the jab left hook and the overhand right all night and the jab to the solo place. He had no answer for it. No adjustments made. And so with that said, Teofimo Lopez is now stating that his injured elbow was the reason, they cite the reason why he lost this fight. This is unfortunate. And the reason that Teofimo Lopez is getting the response that he's receiving is because going into the fight, he was very outspoken, very brash, and very confident. And now when, he loses, he has all these reasons as to why he lost. And it's ironic because Olympic bronze medalist, former heavyweight WBC American heavyweight world champion superstar boxer Deontay "The Bronze Bomber" Wilder, after his second fight and lost to Tyson Fury, where Deontay Wilder cited that Tyson Fury's gloves was an issue. He had an issue with his water was tampered with. Teofimo Lopez, he went on record and called out Deontay Wilder. And he stated that don't make excuses. A loss is a loss. Some people have them, some people don't. And he used some very choice words to describe Deontay Wilder. And he said that he's just not a good boxer and he's making up excuses for taking a pummel, for getting pummeled by Tyson Fury. Okay, and he used some very choice words to describe Deontay Wilder, right? And he said he's not acting like a champion. Well, it's ironic because now the fans are saying, Teofimo Lopez, you're not acting like a champion. And Deontay Wilder, he lost to what was considered the best heavyweight in the world, the best fighter in his division. Before Deontay Wilder took over the reins, Tyson Fury, after dethroning and stopping the reign of Vladimir Klitschko, he was considered the best heavyweight in the world, okay? Tyson Fury went on a hiatus, 3-year hiatus, and Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, they rose to the occasion and took over the heavyweight division, and Tyson Fury made his comeback, but he never lost in the ring. So Deontay Wilder at least lost to what was considered the best heavyweight in the world. Nobody gave George Kambosos Jr., if any, not too many, gave him an opportunity to win this fight. Okay, the best fighters in the lightweight division are Gervonta Tank Davis, or Vasyl Lomachenko, Devin Haney. Okay, these are the guys that are considered to be the best lightweights in the world, not George Kambosos Jr. Okay, and you got to keep in mind that Teofimo Lopez continued to tell the boxing world, although it's not on record, although nobody claims it officially, but he tells the world he's the undisputed champion without officially being the undisputed champion. And that in itself, didn't bowl over well with the fans, okay? And he tried to, he would put it in everybody's face that he was the undisputed champion when the boxing world knows better than that, okay? He stated that he was going to knock out George Kambosos Jr. He was going to knock out Devin Haney, so there's a lot that come along with that, okay? He got very cocky, he got very confident, right? After his win over Olympic two-time gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, superstar boxer out of Ukraine, Vasyl Lomachenko. And it seemed like it just immediately went to his dad and his head. They were already brash and outspoken going into the fight with Lomachenko, but it just seemed like it elevated it, okay? And it started to turn off a lot of fans, okay? He was considering himself undisputed. He showed up to Canelo Alvarez's post-fight press conference after Canelo Alvarez officially became the 6th undisputed champion in the history of sport of boxing. He showed up with all his belts at Canelo Alvarez fight in Canelo Alvarez locker room, taking pictures with all the belt, knowing he's not officially the champion. These are things that don't go over well with the fans when they know the truth. Now, casual fans, they'll accept this, but hardcore boxing fans, they're not going to accept this because they see the truth. They know the truth. They know the history, okay? And so with that said, now you're citing an elbow injury. Well, Teofimo Lopez's elbow looked just fine in the fight, okay? He didn't seem to have issues throwing his punches. He did seem sluggish, okay? He was clearly the bigger man, okay? Maybe they weren't training like they should have been. Maybe they had an issue with cutting weight, okay? But Teofimo Lopez, his jab was slow. George Kambosos Jr. was seeing his jab coming from a mile away. He was countering Teofimo Lopez's jab with the overhand right, so which made Teofimo Lopez hesitant to stay consistent with the jab. Teofimo Lopez was throwing wild, heavy punches that George Kambosos seen from a mile away and was avoiding those. And so he was throwing power punches all night. Like I said, he was throwing power punches in the 10th round against George Kambosos Jr., and he didn't seem to have any issues with his elbow at all whatsoever, okay? He was still throwing power punches in the 12th round. So from round 1 through 12, Teofimo Lopez was throwing heavy punches the entire night and never asked anybody to rub his elbow, never asked anybody to attend to his elbow, and he never showed any signs that he was having issues with any one of his limbs, his arms or his legs. The issue was the athletic ability, the counterpunch ability, the mongoose-like tactics of George Kambosos Jr. Teofimo Lopez simply had no answer for. And Teofimo Lopez's cutman in the corner wasn't doing a very good job after he sustained the cuts over his eyes. Both his eyes were swelling, okay? It was a complete unravelment in the corner of Teofimo Lopez with his father and himself, period. And there was no visual effects of Teofimo Lopez suffering an elbow injury that caused him to lose this fight. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out moving forward with Teofimo Lopez. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Hi, my name is Heather Vahid Hardy, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.